how I do it, you know, because the guilt was there. And I don't carry guilt anymore because that's not who I was. The things that I did in active addiction is not who I am. It was my disease.
Amen.
And the only way to make is to make a living amends. Hey.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning into Recovery Inspired Hope. I am so excited about today, you guys. I have got Lolita and Ashley here, the creators and founders of Recovery Life Apparel. I don't know if you have followed these ladies on Instagram, but I just can't stop watching. And your love for fashion, your love for life, and just being living proof that there is hope and there is life. After you come into recovery, you can achieve your dreams and your goals, being businesswomen, savvy businesswomen, and, you know, just your creativeness. I really, really love that. So we're going to hear about their story today, and they're going to tell us a little bit about how they came into recovery, what it was like before, how they met each other, and about this awesome, awesome Recovery Life Apparel that they have created.
Oh yeah, my first try, I was like, oh, it's cool. This is so easy. I was like, I thought I was going to be a one-chip wonder. I was super involved, and like, it's so much more than that. You know, you can do everything. You can do service. You can go to the meetings. You can have fun. You can make friends. But like, if there's so much self-work and self-realization, and I didn't touch that at all. I was just like, okay, cool. I don't drink anymore. I'm good. Like, I do everything I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm happy. And it's like, oh shit, there's so much more than that. It really comes down to life or death, which is crazy because the whole time it's life or death, and you don't realize it. But then it's like you get to a brink where you just know you're gonna die.
I was homeless. I was on the run. I was a wanted fugitive in 2 states. I was pregnant. I hadn't seen my living children in almost 2 years at that point. And my oldest son's father died of an overdose. And that was just like one thing after the next, you know? And I said, okay, because I had been clean before that, you know? And I thought I was cured, you know? I thought I could drink, you know? And it could just happen. And I that's a huge part of my story, that relapse, because I was very involved when I relapsed. I was working a full program. I was doing H&I. I was chairing meetings. I was sponsoring women, and I still relapsed. And having to resurrender, right? Because we don't really talk about that. Like, oh, you get clean, but like, what happens when you kind of forget and you have to resurrender? Just getting completely honest with yourself, you know? But it's a learning experience. I had to learn that, you know? I was young. I had to learn that. You know, I hadn't fully, you know, I don't know in my reservations if I'd fully ever even surrendered to the fact that I would never be able to use ever again.
I mean, shit. No, the party, we always talk about it and we go, I just don't understand in that pivotal transition moment where everybody stopped or like just started doing it on the weekends and moved on with their like, where were we?
Right.
Like, where were we?
Yeah.
Why didn't we naturally go, oh, okay, I'm 20 something years old and I gotta, you know, I want a family or whatever. Or like, no, it's just, we always talk about that. We're like, why didn't we transition?
That's that addict. That's that addict.
Why didn't we transition?
Yeah.
Why didn't we even think about it?
Right. Because of our disease in our brain.
Yeah. We met in middle school
on the bus.
So you know,
very unconventional. Very unconventional. Okay, because you know I love saying this. I was like a super preppy cheerleader, and then she walks on the bus like with like super short, like curly blue hair, and like Jinko pants on, and like the studded belt. She had the fucking chain wallet. Like, get out of here. A corn t-shirt, and like I don't know. We like started talking. And like we fucking hung out that day, and then that was it. It was over. It was over. She was so different, and I wanted to be different, but I liked being pretty. So I was like, oh, I got to know this person because who I really am on the outside, who I really am on the outside is not who I am on the inside. On the inside, there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
even at a young age. And that's so the story of us, people with substance use disorder, is even at a young age, we had stuff going on,
We really did.
Oh yeah, always.
And it seemed very important. But Lolita wasn't like, because she's 2 years older than me. So she wasn't like, she was never the one like trying to get anyone to do drugs. She'd be like, you can't do that. I try to do coke so bad. She was like, no, you can't do coke. If you've got to do something, here, you can have an Adderall, but you're not touching the coke.
Yes, that's true.
I'm like,
and my sister too. I was like, absolutely not.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then eventually, obviously, we did.
That's so funny. But we did just your basic teen partying together, drinking but our addictions spiraled separately and we went on our own way and we didn't talk to each other for years. I mean, years. I'd like seen her a couple times, like weird, like I was weirdly there with a friend when we picked her up from jail after she just had a baby in jail. You were there. I was there anyways. I didn't even know she was clean. I didn't even know you were like, I'm like, what did she do? I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So the first time I tried to get clean, my friend goes, yo, Lolita's like 2 years sober. I said, no, the fuck she's not. I said, she's alive. So that's how we reconnected. Yeah. You have to forgive yourself. You just have to. And know that every day that you stay clean and every day that you try to be present and try to understand your children, that is going to heal. That's going to heal what happened. I can relate to the guilt, but I can't relate to hanging on to it. I just instinctively know it will kill me. Right. Because the guilt will seep in my thoughts too. Like when I'm laying there trying to go to sleep, I all of a sudden start rolling over all the memories. I find one that I haven't thought about in years or never thought I'd think about again. And I go, what am I doing? I don't have to relive this. I'm punishing myself. I am punishing myself trying to remember all the apartments I lived in, who I lived with. Oh my God, I don't even remember I lived with that girl. I just remember she hula hooped. So I saw a hoop and I start going, that was weird. And then I start going over it in my mind and I go, I'm punishing myself. I don't have to fucking relive this. No, I don't have to.
So hanging on to that shame and guilt keeps you from reaching your fullest potential. And
well, I think there's that stigma, right? And if we can kind of help in the stigma, because you hear the stigma and it's like, why don't I want to? Because it's like, am I a bad person that I want to forgive myself to move on? It's like Bible. You have to give yourself permission. It's all self-worth, because if you find the self-worth and you do the self-worth work, then you'll find the capacity and that space to move to forgive yourself. If you don't have any value in yourself or any worth, then you're not going to think you're worthy of forgiveness. So Recovery Life kind of was born kind of out of nowhere, to be honest. Literally born out of nowhere. And it wasn't supposed to be a clothing line. It was supposed to be more of like a podcast safe space. And excuse me, I'm sorry, that was a call coming in. All right, we back on? Okay.
Yes.
And this is more my vision, and really giving myself permission to like follow my dreams. I've always wanted to own a clothing line, and it's just something I've just pushed down because it's like, how? I'm a 9th grade dropout, whatever. How am I gonna make this happen? And the quarantine hit, and I said, because it went from, we started like this little like I don't know, would it be like a vlog?
It was called After the Meeting, and it was a video blog, and
we were on Facebook.
Her and our other friend Leah had both, which we all standing outside of a meeting one day and realized we all had the same idea. That I was like, listen, I need more than the meetings. I need more. I want to talk about things. Like, I want to get to the nitty gritty. I want to be like involved in a different side of recovery somehow. That's like not just share and shut up. I'm talking like, I want to get into it and whatever. So we're like, okay, whatever. Let's like, she's like, I have the same idea. I've always wanted to do like maybe a reality show, like something. And so we started it, and then, dude, it just took a life of its own.
It just took a life of its own. So I said, let me just create merch for this
just
page.
For fun. We were just playing around,
and I started, doing it, and it just like took over me. And I said, oh my God, I think I'm gonna turn this into a line.
No, she called me and goes, I'm gonna start a clothing line. I said, well, we're selling clothes. She's like, no, it's trash. Someone just sent a shirt that's supposed to be black. It was brown. I'm done.
I'm done.
She's like, I'm not putting my name on this.
No.
So I said, okay, how? She's like, we're just gonna do it.
I'm just gonna figure it out, you know.
Changed the name. Somehow magically Recovery Life wasn't trademarked.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She calls me and tells me we got it, and it's just, and then she just started creating.
Yeah. And the core of the message is, you know, what you're seeing is that, you know, have fun in recovery, be vibrant, push yourself, follow your dreams. You know, that is the message of Recovery Life. Like, it's not just be sober, you know, and we really want to reach.
We've tried just being sober. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
You can't just be sober.
It doesn't work.
Lame as fuck, and it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. But it's really inspiring the youth too. You know, putting a really cool, fresh spin on recovery and sobriety.
So I just want to thank you, ladies, so much for being out loud with your recovery and being so inspirational. I'm gonna make sure that we get the link and everything for your line so we can support. Because as people in recovery, we need to support moms and ladies who are in recovery and small businesses. So we will make sure that we do that we get some stuff from you guys and hand it out in the Athens community. Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks for having us.
And we will see you guys next time on Recovery Inspired Hope. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie Tall on YouTube.
Subscribe.